On the 5th day of Christmas, Kabam gave to me Act 5.1.5. Here we are, guys, Act 5.1.5. Good job completing Act 5.1.4. Hope y'all were able to do it. And if you guys were able to take down Realm Legends Winter Soldier, comment down below. That's a big achievement, guys. If that's your first time doing it, good job. And also, I'd like to know who did you use? Kind of curious. My first time it was Domino on my second account. Like, I couldn't even take him down my first account, but Domino on my second account could do it. Because I had a rank 4 or 4-star Domino, and over here I just had like I think my only rank 5-star. I didn't even have a rank 5-star. I had a rank 3 Gwenpool and rank 4 champions. I don't think I had Ghost at the time, and that fight was so hard on this account. I had utility champions, not really damage output. Gwenpool does have damage output, don't get me wrong, but for me, that was tough. So that's a big achievement if you took him out for the first time. But let's jump into Act 5.1.5. What is the node? Burden of Might. The opponent's power gained by striking or being struck by their opponent is reduced by 15% for each buff currently active on them. Additionally, each time a buff activates on them for any reason, they lose 25% of their max power. So, and Power Focus, the opponent's critical rate is increased up to 25% based on their current power. So basically, champions with a lot of buffs triggering, you're not going to get any power. Your power is just going to keep getting drained, and you're just going to have to fight. Ghost is pretty good for this, because if you just do the dash back, go in, dash back, go in, don't do any heavy attacks or anything, you can still get crits. They just won't be as big, so you still get power. But mainly you want debuff champions that do a lot of debuffs, or champions that just do a lot of damage without triggering a lot of buffs. So Gwenpool, Sentinel, who else? Void was good for this because of the debuffs causing damage. I don't have any buffs going on me, except for that's the one big thing about this is dexterity does count. That little precision buff does count, so you want to be careful with that. So let's jump into it. For the short and easy-ish path, you just go Miss Marvel and then turn up here, and you just take all these guys on straight into this Electro. For me, that was really intimidating, and now it's gonna be even more because you got this stinking Colossus here who got buffed. But this is the shortest path right here. This is what like Seaton recommends because he likes the short ones. For me personally, I took the easier and longer. I took this Miss Marvel, the other Miss Marvel, went over here, took out Thor Jane Foster, took out Ghost Rider, went over here, took out Falcon and Phoenix because I hate fighting Yellow Jackets, went over here, and then took out the Rogue. No, I think I took out the Storm. And then went over here, took out those two, and then that one. Now, that one's easy. It's just, if I remember correctly, some of these fights, the champions on here are kind of difficult, but I don't remember who they are, sadly. Here, for the buff, we have Pessimist. Gain Fury, Armor Up, and Health Steal as long as they remain above 75% HP. So if they are above 75% HP, they will have Fury and Armor Up and Health Steal. Here we have Optimus. This is the below 25%, same thing. Over here we have Strike Back. Whenever damaged by a special attack, the person gains 1 bar of power. So when you go through these, you will fight champions with that node, and you will knock that node off of this fight here. Which kind of makes fight easier, but really that doesn't affect Electro very much. The trick to fighting Electro is debuffs, debuff champions, which I already was taken in because I took in Gwenpool, Void. I didn't have Sentinel at the time, but I took in Gwenpool and Void, mainly took this out. I think I soloed Electro with Gwenpool because of her bleeds. Like, they are crazy bleeds, and they just took him down. I didn't have to fight him much. Because with Electro, whenever you're striking into him, you're going to be dealing yourself damage. So either debuffs or a champion with a lot of non-contact Hits will be great for this fight. But really, this quest isn't that difficult if you're good at, if you have champions that don't use a lot of buffs. If you have a lot of champions that use a lot of buffs, this is a little bit difficult. But if you don't, you should be pretty much fine. Yeah, there's my 2 paths. Hope you guys are able to complete this. And yeah, I will catch y'all tomorrow for Act 5.1.6, the final one in Act 5.1.